Well, howdy, folks. I'm Stuart, and this is Trotter's Tips. Trotter's Tips is about current day events, what's going on, and what people are talking about. And in most cases, what I try to do are find subjects where people are talking past each other, where one side is saying this, the other side is saying that, and in the middle, nobody's minds are meeting because there's a bunch of information being left out. So what I try to do is find that information, get it out there to pull people together. So do me a favor and help me with this project. I need folks to help me share these videos and to spread the good word. If you would, please subscribe, click the thumbs up if you like the video at the end, and drop a comments down in the comments box. Let's get into this. I'm talking today about HIPAA law. Now, before I get into this, I need to mention right off the bat, I'm not a lawyer. Never been to law school. I have not studied law. However, I have learned how to read legal documents and how to read the law itself and know exactly what it's talking about and how it's applying. And also know how to ask legal counsel when I have questions. Not hard. HIPAA law is something that these days is getting really misinterpreted, all right? For some reason, the belief that HIPAA law refers to you can't discuss anybody's medical at any time, no matter what, and you're not allowed to ask any questions whatsoever. That has nothing to do with HIPAA law. No. Okay. Let's start with the name, HIPAA. All right, that's the Health Insurance Potability and Accountability Act of 1996. All right. By the way, it's a 169-page long document, and it's some pretty boring reading. Okay, just skip past the contents and get into the substance, and you will be bored to tears. What the document goes into and what it's about, and so you'll need to know why it came about. Before the construct of the Affordable Care Act, which is what a lot of people call Obamacare. I hate that word. The Affordable Care Act was something that happened during Mr. Obama's term, but prior to that, there was a lot of problems with insurance companies and trading of health information and things like that. For instance, you're getting mistreated by one health insurance company that's overcharging you because of your health issues. So you switch to another health insurance company, yet insurance company A shared all of your information with insurance company B, and now insurance company B is also overcharging you. That was what was going on. And they were also denying people services over that. Oh, sorry, you had a cold last week, so now you don't qualify for health insurance. And it was literally that stupid. They were denying people things like cancer treatment because they had acne when they were a child or something. And there are actual cases that were litigated that were exactly that. That's how I knew about that. I learned about those cases. But in my study on this, I learned that health insurance companies were taking information from doctors and sharing it with other health insurers and all kinds of other businesses. And so it was affecting people's credit. It was affecting people's ability to get a doctor, to get insurance, all kinds of stuff. And so the government had to do something to get this business under control, and they came up with the HIPAA Act of 1996. And that delved with that information. So really what HIPAA is about is, number one, doctors and health professionals that you work with are only allowed to share the information you give them permission to share, and only with the people you give them permission to share that information with. All right? Also, same exact thing, your health insurers. If you're with health insurance company A and you have developed cancer and you decide health insurance company A isn't giving you proper care and you want to try health insurer B, You can now switch to health insurer B, and health insurer B won't know squat about your cancer until you start ordering the medication to treat it. All right? And the only way they'll find out is if you grant somebody permission in writing for them to find out. And that is the way the HIPAA law is supposed to work. And in most cases, that's exactly how it does work. Rarely are there breaches now because everybody's kind of on their toes, making sure not. Now, HIPAA doesn't cover anything at all about whether or not someone can ask another person about their health. I can walk up to somebody in public and say, "Do you have any diseases?" And that is not illegal for me to ask. Marjorie Taylor Greene got very angry at a reporter for asking her whether she had been vaccinated, and she insisted that was against her HIPAA rights. Well, it wasn't against her HIPAA rights. It had nothing to do with her HIPAA rights, which shows a very common misconception about what HIPAA is about. And of course, Marjorie doesn't educate herself about anything, so she's a real good example of lack of good intellect. So we use that example to learn from. Okay, everybody's in Congress is a good example. We should learn from what they show us, even if it's questionable. All right, now, it isn't against Marjorie Taylor Greene's HIPAA rights for her to share her personal information with anybody, because it's her right to either share it or not. So if she shares it, it's not against her own rights, right? Okay, now at the same time, let's say Marjorie tells her best friend she got vaccinated. And her best friend has nothing to do with her health care. She's not a health care professional, doesn't work for a hospital, she's just a person. So let's just say that that's the case. We're drawing a scenario here. And then her friend tells somebody else that she got vaccinated. Is that then a violation of HIPAA law? No, because her friend that she told this information in confidence was not a health insurer, they were not a health professional, and they aren't covered under the HIPAA Act. Sorry. So if you disclose openly to another person or in public something about your health, and then that person discloses it to other people, that's in no way a violation of your HIPAA rights. Might be rude, but it's not a violation of your rights. All right. Period. So be careful what you tell people, and understand if you want to know about a law, well, it's not hard. You go to Google, you type in HIPAA PDF, HIPAA, and it'll come up as a PDF. You'll have multiple ones. I just go down to the one that's the .gov and go right to that, so I can just read the original. Makes it easier. There's been some amendments and changes, so take a look at those also, but they're all based on what health professionals and healthcare workers can do and not do. All right, so if you would, please, comments down below. Sorry about my flickering lights. If you liked this, a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me that thumbs down. And please do me a favor, share this video. Let's get discussions about this stuff going, folks. Let's share this video, subscribe, and talk to your friends about what I'm doing here, because I want to grow this. Thank you very, very much, and you have a good day. Bye-bye.